What up, guys? Let's see what kind of battles we get today. I hope that I will meet a good amount of Solanar. I still haven't met the full duo ones. I had one battle now, just with Solanar without the partner, and when I'm recording this video, we still haven't had the event for souls. That's gonna be tomorrow. This video might be like not tomorrow, but the day after that, so like a little bit delay, but I'm expecting that when we get the souls, there's gonna be more people playing them, and then I guess in a few days people actually have a chance to be done with the fusion, and then we're gonna see it a lot. But it's kind of would be fun to be able to playtest these things before we get to the actual before we have to do the fusion. I guess content creators can do it on the test server, so there is that. I'm not even that far off, you know. 400 more subs and I can do it myself, but need to watch somebody else doing it until then, because I really would want to play with the new champions before I go for the fusions, but not possible. Not that on test server can you really test live arena champions, not really. You know, you can do classic arena battles against other content creators, and they're mostly doing some kind of, you know, random defenses or meme teams, and it's not... Live arena meta is very different than classic arena 2, and some champions might be really good in one and not relevant in the other one, or some kind of varying levels or mix of that. So it's not really, even on the test server, it's not really perfect. I guess you can just pull shards and do every event. That's an option too. Okay, he went with Donatello, kind of surprising, because he's not... He's gonna lock me out, he's not even running the turtles. I was probably gonna pick Donatello against him. Do I go Rotos or Embrus? I think I go Embrus. Actually, let's go full tank. I don't know if I'm gonna regret not picking Duchess, but wait, Mod is too low health. I don't usually run the... Okay, what? Arix? He went with Finalkin, Butch's old favorite champion. That's a weird team. This guy, okay, he has Galatir, to be fair, but outside of Galatir, I feel like maybe I actually have better champions than him. That's a weird one. We still go for Fabian ban though. I don't have Donatello. I'm gonna get locked out. It's 6-star blessing and everything. My mod is gonna get protected by Nakarada though. I don't think I haven't been trying to upgrade my mod's gear basically at all, because it's been the plan forever that I'm gonna get him in Mercurial, and she's not really clipped. Oh no, okay, it's super close, okay. Maybe I think on one evening I was paying attention to those. I think they were like almost the same health. She's just a little bit above Embrus. They're like both like 121k, I think. I've been like switching the builds on Embrus, and if he's on the health boots, right now he's on the speed boosts. If he was on the health one, then Nakarada would actually protect Mod. Sometimes it's kind of, it can be good to protect my Armans, but I don't really want to protect Mod in this battle. Well, he's running Arix against me. What's the worst thing that's gonna happen here? Arix is not gonna do a lot of damage, and Marius is not empowered and no life. I mean, okay, +1, but it's +1 is not big deal. No 6-star blessing. +1. There's a quite a big gap between the empowered champions and unempowered ones still. I say that and I'm running +2 Rotos and +3 Rotos and +2 Predator, so I'm kind of on my way there as well. We have 15x Rotos tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think it's gonna be with 2x Ancients or Sacreds. Maybe it is. I'm not 100% sure about that. I wasn't paying close attention to it, but I will have to pull for the fusion regardless, so of course I'm gonna do that for Rotos. I'm not gonna pull all of my shards though, that's not gonna happen. Though it's tempting. If it's 2x it's tempting, but I have enough shards now that I can do events, so I don't know if I really want to do it. We'll see, but this video is gonna be out probably one day after the Friday shard event, because I'm probably gonna stream on Friday, so. Okay. That's a kind of refreshing taste of me actually having kind of advantage on the champions for once. I mean, you know, he has Galatir, but he's running Arik, so I feel like I actually have better champions than this guy. At least not the desperation that that you sometimes meet. Arik is a weird champion. You know, they keep buffing Garrels and Mythics and stuff to sell shards and this kind of thing, which makes sense, but Garrel I think is like an old guaranteed champion that you don't even get from... Wait, is Garrel not... I mean not Garrel, I mean Arix. Fuck, is Arix not Knight Revenant? I don't even remember what faction... Oh no, he is. So, you get Arix from the monthly login rewards, I'm pretty sure. I have no idea how many months it is, because it's been eons and millennia since I got my Arix, or that I have used him. First of all, he looks kind of cool, and he's health scaling champion with AoE A1, which is kind of interesting. I have booked Arix. That's how much of a degenerate I am that I even booked him back in the day. AoE A1, real low multiplier, chance to remove a buff from each target, or like one buff. Okay, nothing interesting. And then A3 is like ally protection and counter attack, and A2 is just AoE stun. And passive is like turn meter manipulation and self-heal, but very small quantities. But he's a free health scaling champion with AoE A1. It kind of sounds like big potential. Maybe you can use it against lookouts in tag team or something like that. I actually used to do it back in the day. I wish they would buff Arix a little bit. Of course, they're not gonna make him, you know, actually relevant in the top meta. But considering they're buffing all of the Garrels and such, like all of the Seacruns and Garrels and whatever Mythic is not OP and game breaking, they're gonna buff it until it is. Might as well buff Arix a little bit. Give it like a better multiplier or ignore defense or something like that. And maybe some kind of tankiness with one of the ability or passives. A little bit buff for Arix would be interesting, because it could be a good champion for new or mid-game players to progress, but Arix is just this kind of underwhelming. I've tried to use it. If you look up my old videos, I have multiple live arena videos with Arix when he was new, or I think Arix is a she. People always give me crap when I misgender champions. I've explained it a trillion times that, I mean, not that it's like a full excuse, but first of all, I'm just not careful about am I using he or she, because it's not really something that Finnish people often think about too much, since our own language doesn't use he or she. we only have one word and it's gender neutral. And this is not some kind of, you know, political thing. That's just how the language is structured. And that word is han, which almost sounds like him. And that doesn't specify gender. So when I say he or she on the champions, I'm often not really even thinking about the gender, but I have to because people will roast me in comments or DMs or did you know that Carol is female or did you know that Arex is a female, which usually I know. Usually I do actually know. Anyway. Duchess was benched for first battle. That's not a common occurrence on my account. I do like the fact that Parium is actually balancing champions. That is cool, but I've always had the take that is very... People kind of often get really offended by it, which I understand, but I think Parium needs to do more nerfs than buffs. I don't mean like overall, but they're gonna do buffs. They almost never nerf a champion unless some like rare champion is too good in Hydra or PvE or something like that. Okay, let's ban the Fabian here and let him have the UDK. I got the Sulfurion. If there is new content, not new content, if there is content with rewards and you can cheese it with like rare or easy to get champions, free ones or whatever, then maybe Parium will consider a nerf, but they will not nerf champions for PvP, even if somebody is like insanely OP, like Nice or the Mythic Revivers. I'm sure there has been some PvP nerfs that I don't remember out of the top of my head, but the only one that I can remember is Rotos, and he was nerfed multiple times and he deserved them, but I think there has been several champions that needed nerfs as much as he did back in the day, and they will not get them. Ah, fuck. I only got burns up on one champion. That's a bit unfortunate. I literally didn't break any of the Stoneskin. I think I can still survive this quite easily. He's kind of high points, but again, it's a team that doesn't look that scary. He does have 6-star blessing on Marius, which makes a huge difference, but it's not empowered, and that's like the only slightly scary thing about his team. Again, no offense, people are gonna say that I'm too I have too high standards, but look at my enemies generally. So this is as free to play enemy as we're ever gonna get in Live Arena if you start pushing for the seasons. Okay, we're still breaking the Stoneskin ahead of time, but this A3 is definitely not gonna get a kill. Oh, I didn't even break the Stoneskin. I was expecting it to do a little bit damage, but nowhere enough to kill it, but not even Stoneskin. Should have done A1, I guess. I was almost thinking that maybe now when they have them, I always forget what's the name of the system, but the system where people are able to vote if they are chosen for whatever the program is called, like some big spenders get invited to like a special group, and I was kind of expecting that if they're actually polling player opinions about stuff and letting them suggest things, maybe we're gonna get more nerfs, but we haven't seen them yet, so maybe there will be more nerfs. I think the Marius just resisted us at the start, or the Sheep. If if I didn't, I'm pretty sure it's 3%. That if I didn't do that, I think I would have broken the Stoneskin instantly. Okay, I think if I don't polymorph the if I don't polymorph the Embers here, I lose though. So okay, that's a loss. No aspect of Sirot on my Rotos. I think we lost that battle for 3% resistance on Marius, but it happens. Of course, he already had the UDK and stuff, but Embrus is really bad matchup for Rotos. Anyway, moving on. I feel like that battle I should have won, but I'm sure we're gonna win some much harder teams, even though I lost to that one. And speaking of nerfs, I wonder if they are gonna, you know, I've been pushing nerfs for a long time, like for years. Many times I've been asking them to nerf things, and of course, you know, people, you know, everyone is biased. I don't have champions and I don't like them and I want to nerf them. I get that, but I wonder if I wonder if the next champion that they're gonna nerf is actually gonna be Predator. I think that's kind of likely. I don't think Predator is the most broken champion in the game, but it's up there, and it's definitely the most broken non-void, non-mythic champion by, you know, insane degree. And, you know, it will be up there even if you count mythics. You know, you could still argue that it's insanely, it should be nerfed even if we put it as a mythic champion. Imagine if Predator had 2 forms, but I guess the other one wouldn't have the passive, so it might actually make him weaker. Maybe if one form was like a nuker form and the other one was a reviver form. That could be interesting. Again they pick Donatello. I have to go Rotos. Again. That's an interesting thought, by the way. So we have the new faction coming up, and wait, it's this Arix guy again. Okay, no wonder I met 2 Donatello enemies so briefly. I wasn't paying attention to the name, but we have the new Argonite faction, and we don't really have any champions there outside of the one, and I'm sure Platinum already has several dozen champions for that faction that they have done years ago, and they're just slow rolling them to the game like they always do. There's 2 mythic revivers, and okay, there's more than that, but I'm not talking about like Nice or Seagrund or anything like that. There's Theodosia and Galater, like the stereotypical reviver support champions that we face in PvP. Both of them have like one form is reviver and one form is like CC. What if they do a reviver that one form is health scaling nuker and one form is tanky reviver? That could be really, really good. I feel like they have to do something like that at some point. Because it would be a lot less good if it's like, you know, attack scaling nuker one form and reviver in one form, like let's say Lazarus. But if it could actually be like a health scaling tanky nuker, that could be a lot more, you know, you could build it a lot better and it would have much better synergy. Of course it depends on the multipliers and skills, and if they suck then it's not gonna be good, but I feel like that's definitely gonna happen though. He's actually getting us with the Arix and Donatello combination. We can't kill Arix because of Donatello passive, and Arix put ally protection on everybody. I can't do much with Rotos single target damage during that. But he's running like a full high health team, so if I just survive a few turns and do a couple A2s on Rotos, then he's gonna pop off. And I think he's gonna... well, he can kill Rotos. All the Empress teams can just kill Rotos, and both of them were banning my other nuker, which makes sense, since it's Predator. But they're not gonna kill like my Duchess, let's say, or rest of the team that easily. They can kill Armans and Rotos, but not the other ones. I mean, I'm sure they can do eventually, but that would take a while. Should I just A2 Embers? I think I might get it. I do have decrease attack though, so maybe not enough damage, but maybe it's low enough damage that it dies, but yeah, I don't take a lot of damage. That's why you need champions that don't do as much damage per hit like Marius, and you can get around a lot of mechanics. Marius counters all of the buffs, all of the, you know, stall strategies. It counters what you call it, Mercurial set. It just kind of indirectly deals with everything. Okay, I'm a little bit scared now. I need to kill the Empress, but I want to get the battle over with and kill the Galatir. I think we can kill Galatir and maybe kill Empress with other people. Okay, that's fine. I think I can survive a couple turns. Rotos dying to Arix was a good deal. Come on, some weak hits. Okay. No weak hits, but they barely did any damage. Arix doing more damage, but that was Arix A2 compared to Empress A1, so take that into account. Okay, this is actually kind of hard battle. We're kind of seeing some chinks in the armor of Rotos. These two enemies that I faced, they're not the scariest teams, but AoE damage would be a lot better against these than Rotos. Probably I could have gone with Galeos on this one and not Rotos. I'm sure he has good gear. I'm sure both of them have good gear. It's just not like they're not really rocking like full meta teams. He's kind of course, he lost a lot of damage on both of his nukers with the destroyed max health. So there is that too. I think it will be interesting to get the 9-piece Mercurial on Rotos. Maybe I will run him as a tank in the future and not like not a damage dealer. The Duchess revive let me down there. 0% turn meter revive is so clunky. Okay, full auto. This is gonna take a while. You can do it, Duchess, I believe in you. The gemstone that reduces defense mitigation, that gives you like mitigates ignore defense effects by 12%. That is super OP. That gemstone by itself is like much better than almost any relic, like the full relic in game. That thing does like way more practical like effect. Of course, like not counting that you can put other good gemstones in the relics, but a lot of them, I feel like relics are kind of hit and miss in this game. Some of them are insanely OP, and some of... we got feared. Soul Reaper didn't finish me off because of the gemstone, by the way, so it's supposed to kill you off, but it doesn't if you have like Harima passive or something like that, and because we had that, I guess that saved us. Okay. We actually lost to both of these teams. They're not that scary looking ones. I don't know if that's gonna be a bad start today. For today. They're both old accounts, so it's not like they're weak or anything, but they're clearly not the biggest whales out there, or I mean, they might be both free-to-play accounts, to be honest. There's a good chance that both of these are free-to-play or really low spenders. Looking at their Hydra and Chimera damage too. Okay, I need to step up. I kind of picked weird teams, little bit unusual teams for myself. Sulfuron in one and Negret in the other. I think this battle I should have remembered the first battle and picked something else than Rhodos in the second one. Or because of the embers. What? We're going all the way to the max of... Okay, we got a battle. I thought we were not gonna get battle. What happened with Live Arena? I always say that there's a crazy amount of people playing Live Arena. Way more than I would think, at least. I was gonna say that more than you would think, but I can't mind read everybody. But there is, I guess, actually like several 100,000 people playing Live Arena regularly, which is kind of crazy. Because there's tens of thousands of people that are actually like have like 10k points or something like that. I think 10k was like rank 30,000 or something like that. And 10k is still a ton of points. That means that you have played God knows how many hundreds of hours of Live Arena. That's a lot. Okay, now we're getting some serious business. It's full mythic team with Comidus, and maybe I should go with Garnets in this battle, but I don't know Garnets and Necret or Wu. I think he's gonna... he could pick a nuker, or he could still pick a lockout as the last champion. He could go with Comidus as the only nuker. Or I mean, like, if I ban Embers, then Comidus is the only one. We do have good affinity with Garnets. Most of his team is gonna weak hit against it, and likely that I'm gonna go for the Comidus ban. Maybe I should have gone for Maud. A bus stripper against this team would be good. Assuming that I'm gonna ban the Comidus, and I kind of pick Necret so that I don't have to ban the Comidus. This is a tough one. I don't know. I think, okay, I went with the Necret. Let's just take it all the way to the bank and go for the Crixia ban. Maybe I can survive with the immunity on Garnets, and I do get a little bit shields from Necret. I'm in a weird position this season because I really want to get top 100 as a personal achievement. Top 500 we're definitely gonna get, but top 100 is top 500 is not hard. It takes a lot of time, but we can do it. But top 100, I don't know even if I really try hard if I will get it or not. And there's quite big gap between those two, so we will see what happens. I guess it's not the end of the world if I don't actually end up getting top 100 this season, but I would be kind of disappointed. But there's only so much, you know, so much rank upgrades that I can do. Let's say that I do get top 100 this season. It's not like I'm gonna get top 50 or top 20 next season or improve it from season to season. Well, maybe the better goal is to actually improve the win rates rather than getting higher rank. Okay, here we don't have Reviver, he has Galatir. We could go for 2 kills on Predator and stack the passive. Oh wait, he has the taunt, fuck. Okay, I was too slow. Okay, I was too slow and I fucked that up. I was gonna do the A3 on Empress, but I didn't realize that he had the taunt. Of course he had it up. So, I think I'm screwed then. Okay, I'm just screwed, actually. Oh, we stole the Stoneskin. That's good. I wish I did the A2 though, but if Predator somehow survives, maybe it's almost better, because he might have actually died from the AoE, or he would be really low health because of the Empress passive. The A2 does good enough damage that it would have been bad for him. But it probably still would have been better to do it, assuming that he barely survived somehow. Now he doesn't have any passive at all. If I do the A2, I think Necret dies to the burn and necrosis, maybe. Come on guys, you can do it. There has been a little bit debate in comments and in my Discord recently about Necret. I expressed my interest to... there's no passive. Predator is gonna get CC'd. I expressed my interest to build him in Mercurial when I can, and people were pointing out that if you're ally protecting somebody, then you lose like 1 Mercurial stack on the hit on you, and 1 stack on the hit on the ally protected target. I think we have to go for the kill on the R base. So yeah, you lose the stacks fast, but I feel like it's still gonna be worth it because you're not gonna get bombed or, you know, but basically bombed, but it could be like nail burns and other stuff too. I mean, basically bombs, burns, poisons, the whole deal. That's not gonna be easy at the start of the battle with that. And then you could build him fast and maybe take more turns and actually use the skills more. But you're not gonna keep the stacks up as well as some other champions, but I think it's still definitely gonna be worth it, especially when I often... Really? Can we actually win this battle? I kind of mentally gave up already. Damn. It's kind of close. Come on guys, you can do it. Which one? I don't know if I have damage to kill Commodus, but we have to do it. Okay, let's go. We actually won it. Oh my god. Carnage, Carnage stole the show. I'm not gonna lie. I probably did bad pick and ban phase. I misplayed by, you know, not thinking and not reacting fast enough and doing the A2 on Predator. Though honestly, I think the actual play would have been to do A1 there. So my misplay really wasn't that bad, because I think Predator would have died if I did the A2. And if it didn't, it would have been so low that it would have died to the burns and stuff probably. But yeah. I don't know if I deserve to win that battle, but we won it. But I usually pick Necret. Like, I don't pick him in every battle. Necret is not meta. Necret is not popular at all. I do see him from time to time, but very very rarely, but he does give immunity for the lowest health champion, which is usually the nuker, unless I'm running like Empress and Predator and I have Armans on the team. But he gives immunity to the weak champion and they don't get bombed, but it would also be good if he doesn't get bombed, so that he actually keeps the ally protection. So I think it's still gonna be a thing I want to do. Let me actually show it to you. I could kind of do it. Nakarada could be the first champion that I could get on Mercurial, but on him you actually do want to have some stats and health, because he does the shield and stuff, but where is it? Okay, look at this. Not the biggest deal, but we have one ring, it's attack ring. We have two amulets, they're both crit damage, and then we have attack. Okay, somebody's gonna roast me for chaos-oring this, but we have attack banner that I actually chaos-ored because it has a triple, but I wouldn't really recommend chaos-oring triples. At least it has to be, I mean, not mythic chaos-oring triples. I would do it on quads, maybe, but definitely not triples. And then we have like a resistance banner, but basically I would have the chaos or everything. I could run him with bad stats on every accessory, but I think I'm just gonna wait until I have a little bit better ones before I do it. But technically I could get him on the full set. I would do it on some other champions if I had accessories like this, but on him I'm not gonna do it. He still has the bolster, which is useful, but I will put him on Mercurial as soon as I can reasonably do it. Now, just to defend myself a little bit, why did I chaos or this mythic banner? Because chaos ores, the mythic chaos ores are very precious. You don't want to waste them. You want to roll things that you might want to, you know, or to triple or quad to see if you get good rolls, and then chaos ore. And if you get basically anything in Mercurial and it's a quad or penta, especially penta on mythic, you definitely want a chaos ore out of things. But my reasoning for this was there's a few champions in Undead that I could use, and it could be item for multiple ones. Like I do have Rotos, I could use it on Rotos build, I could use it on Necret build, maybe down the line I get Theodosia, but I thought that I could use it on like 2 different champions, so I was a little bit, you know, impatient with that chaos, or it maybe was a little bit wasteful. I'll admit it. It was a little bit waste, but if I got lucky, then it would have been worth it. Don't waste chaos ores. I think somebody mentioned in Discord or YouTube comments recently, I don't remember which one, I think it was on Discord, that they have only gotten a few. I think he said that he has only gotten 2 triple speeds on Stoneskin, and he's played the entire time or something like that, and no quads at all, which is a little bit, you know, that's really unlucky. And I think it was on comments. Yeah, multiple people were telling him that you need to chaos or stuff and roll everything, and you should get more. And he was saying that he has done that and he has gotten really unlucky, and I guess that can happen, but that's really unlucky. But I was saying to him that probably half of my good items are from chaos, or that like really big portion of all of my best items are literal chaos or results. Am I gonna pick Rotos against Emrys again and get cocked? I think we last pick Nuker. Let's go Donatello this time and see what we do. Maybe we ban the Emrys, maybe we pick Gallows. Okay, Donatello is a good pick here. I think I go Rotos and ban the Ambush, that's gonna be the play. We can still get cucked by all of the, you know, fears, you know, he has 3 buff strippers, then he has fears, petrifications, lookout, freeze, what did I forget? He has like every CC under the sun and 3 buff strippers, so let's see how this plays out. I don't have a count, but if we count like triples and quads on Stoneskin, I'm like, I wanna say I have more than 30 triple speed or quad speed items on Stoneskin. I think it has to be more than 30. I think I have 5 or 6 quad speed items, but I think it's triple speed. It's probably, it maybe could be like even more than 30. I haven't really counted it because they're quite, you know, I don't even know how many triple speed shields I have on it. Probably more than 5 shields. It could surprise me. But I've been rolling everything to triple and everything reasonable and chaosoring a lot of it. You know, Stoneskin and Lethal has been basically my priority sets to chaosor for several years, so it definitely adds up if you keep doing it. There hasn't been other priority sets for me, like some items are exceptions, but generally I've been doing it on those 2 sets. Okay, the Mercurial again is getting a little bit annoying to Rotos, but we just have to live with it. Can we get an extra turn? No. With all of the whales and Mercurials and other stuff and just revives, sometimes it does feel like single target nukers kind of get it kind of hurts them a lot. That it would be good to have at least 1 AoE skill. Like Predator has 1 AoE skill and that's good enough. It's not like we need everything to be AoE, but if everything is single target, then it's sometimes you lose a lot of turns because you can't hit anything except Stoneskin, or you know, you can't go for the targets that you actually want to hit. Okay, so far we're alive. I'm a little bit afraid of the Seagrund, but he doesn't get attack buff. Like, as you can see now, I'm avoiding the Hilvi because I don't want to base Rotos turns and I want to put out pressure, and I need to just whittle down it with the other champions, with the supports, which I can do now, but it wasn't worth to hit Hilvi and waste turns on Rotos. I needed to put out pressure and kill his other champions that I knew that I could deal with. I wish Donatello was a little bit faster. I recently... Let me show it to you after this battle. I think I need to do A1. I want to do A2, but I have to do A1. I don't know if Armand is gonna cut in, but we need to do A1, so we get rid of that total card. So, just yesterday... I think it was yesterday. Maybe it was today morning. It could have been like morning time today, but basically yesterday in my like live time, I finally got Chaosored the chest on my Donatello, which I have been, oh my god, which I have been trying to Chaosor for months. Wait, this is kind of bad. Hilvi barely survived to ruin my day. Okay, I think we're still good. Oh, I reset the Rotos cooldown with the gemstone. Oh, but we can't hit because of the Mercurial. I'm just gonna kill the other 2, I guess. The funny thing is that I think so I'm trying to get the perfect build on Donatello in the 6-piece Stoneskin resistance. I think the future endgame resistance build is gonna be on Mercurial. For a lot of champions it will vary a little bit, but you can get more resistance with Stoneskin than Mercurial, so there is that, but the Mercurial total guard effect is of course really good. But also Mercurial has one piece resistance bonus, so you can still use it as a flex one piece set for Stoneskin, which I'm doing right now. Though I do have quad resistance boots on Stoneskin as well. I just need to chaos dust those as well. But this piece, let me show it to you. 14 attempts. This has been months in the making. Farming chaos dust is not easy. It's very painful. I finally got it done. Maybe this item is gonna be irrelevant at some point because of Mercurial taking over, but this is a really good chest, even though it's triple speed, and I'm sure some people have quad speeds on resistance or accuracy, but that's really hard to get. Like, if it needs to be accuracy or resistance banner, it's really low chance to get triple or quad speed on those. And not only is it triple speed on resistance on a Stoneskin, but all of the substats are really good. So I went all in on this, as you can see, and I used some 6-star glyphs on it, which I don't regret, but maybe in a year or two I might actually run Donatello in Mercurial. It's probably not gonna be too easy to pull it off, but maybe at some point. But I actually broke in. Is it broken? I am over 900 resistance right now. 921, which might not sound that much, but he doesn't have 5-star blessing, he doesn't have empowerment, he doesn't even have 40 resistance from faction guardians. So if we had that stuff, he would be like, I don't know, 1250 resistance or something like that. So I'm definitely gonna get him like 1.1 something or closer to 1.2k at some point. And maybe I'll actually... I think the helmet and shield on his build is like... They have resistance, but the substats are not perfect. And I think I'm gonna switch these when I get the other things sorted out. I think I'm gonna switch these to pieces that have a little bit less resistance on them, but they have better substats and they have like percentage health or defense substat, and maybe less overall resistance, but maybe couple roll is on speed or something like that. Maybe, actually, now that I think about it, let me double check. The gloves that I'm using are Armands. No, they don't have resistance now. What piece was I thinking about? I feel like I have some... There's some quad speed item in resistance that I'm not... It's not the chest, is it? Okay, I can't remember what I'm thinking about. There's some quad speed item on somebody else that also has resistance, but I haven't... Who would I have quad speed on? It has to be on Armands. No, he only has 2 items. Oh, okay, the helmet. Maybe I could put this on Donatello down the line. It only has 1, like, no extra rolls on resistance, but, you know, it's quad speed with health, and it still has resistance, so... Maybe if I get better items on Armands, maybe I'll switch that out to Donatello. And lose a little bit resistance to get the other stats overall better. He's kind of slow, I need to get him faster. It's not even 300 speed, and Rhodos is faster than him, and I think Empress is like 2 speed faster than him right now, but I can fix that with clips. Only +3 clip here on the helmet. And like I said, I think I'm gonna switch the helmet and weapon soon and get more speed from that. I was just focusing on trying to get the chest dusted until I can move on with his build. it's kind of weird because if you build somebody in high resistance in Stoneskin, the way that you can get most resistance right now is that, well, I mean, you could do more resistance without Stoneskin, of course, but assuming that you're going for 6-piece Stoneskin, or at least 4-piece, but might as well go 6. There's many item sets that give you 1-piece 20 resistance bonus, so you could either have 6-piece Stoneskin and 3 1-piece sets with 20 resistance, but I think is it 8-piece Stoneskin also gives you 40 resistance, so you could run 8-piece Stoneskin and then 1-piece 20 resistance set bonus. That would be just as good. I think I want to do that, but I basically need to get either a good banner or a good amulet on him, and then I could also use the Guard resistance boots that I have on, that I'm not using on anybody. But that I need to also Chaos Dust. I'm sure that sounds like a super complicated, but basically you have lots of options. You can hit the end goal with multiple different pathways will lead to the same outcome, getting as much resistance as you can do on the build. I don't know which one I'm gonna get yet. That's why I am chaos-oring amulets and banners that I get for Lizard Men on Stoneskin. I need to get those. Okay, this is gonna be painful. I think we go Donatello and not Maud here. I have to go Carnage Ban, and there's so much debuffs that we're not gonna be able to avoid all of it with Maud. And it's only so long that I can survive against Garrel. Okay, let's go with Embrys instead of Rotos. I don't know if not picking Rotos was a mistake here, but of course it's gonna be 9-piece. Mercury or Hilvi, they're always gonna be in it, so we already had multiple battles where Rotos kind of struggled with this single target hits. The Mercurial kind of broke the game. Not that, you know, Plarium does this regularly with new mechanics, but it kind of threw a wrench into the Polymorph and Wanda submission game. Okay, he actually opened with not the Hilvi CC, and he's kind of like, you know, rotating the... I feel like this is the riskiest way for him to play it though, because if I get some turns here and come back, this could go really wrongly on him. He used the Hilvi revive, and he went to the CC form on Galather. If I could get kills now, then he's not gonna get revives, but he's putting like the maximum pressure on me, and it's looking kind of bad. He's rotating the CCs on them. I thought he would like open with the Hilvi CC and keep the Galather on the first form. Yeah, he has increased accuracy. It's not... I feel like it can't be too far off that I could resist it, but it's not gonna be very easy. That's not like... It's not like he's building his Galather on like high accuracy, so it's still gonna... It's clearly a tanky Galather. Of course, it has both resistance and accuracy. And high overall accuracy because of the passive, but... I think that we're still kind of close to resisting it even with the accuracy buff. Maybe not. Okay. I might get... No, I'm not gonna get the cooldown. Wait, how is that? What reduced the cooldowns? Was it I'm confused. Is it diabolical dice or what? What happened there? Yeah, he was not running Fabian, so... what? Is there something I'm not missing? I think he had like diabolical dice. No? It must be something else. Okay, anyway, moving on. Somebody explain to me what happened in comments. I'm really confused. Not that it doesn't happen fairly often, and it could be something really obvious that I didn't realize it, but I don't get it at this moment. Bumpy games. It's a Russian content creator. I think it's this guy. I'm okay, a little bit. I'm usually subscribed to everybody, but not this guy. I recognize the name, kind of though. Again, could be Ukrainian. I don't know. Give me a break. Anyway, I think we're fighting that guy. Okay, I'm just gonna go Rotos and then decide if I go with Maud or Donatello. Okay, interesting. Nice and Maria. I haven't faced her too much. There's like a couple people that have been like, they're being like lobbyists and they're saying how great Maria is and how people are underrating her. And I don't think they're like wrong, but she's not like that, fuck. I need to decide quickly. She's not that... Come on, we could almost go for Galather ban here, but maybe the Maria is gonna get us. He only has 2-star blessing on Fabian, which gave me the confidence that maybe I can resist this guy. I think we go Galather ban actually. Might as well. Maybe... Oh fuck, I used the wrong aura. Maybe that was a mistake, but let's see. I think I just opened A2 actually. He has both Nice and Fabian not in Stoneskin. Okay, Marius or Maria? Which one? Mario has Lightning Cage. I think we choose Mario's. I wanted to go for Mario, but I think Mario's was the more consistent choice out of the two. Okay, worked fast enough that we actually got the whale up. I think we're good at this point. I think today is like the free-to-play Thursday session. I mean, I'm having hard battles. It's not like we're not on win streak or anything, but these are like reasonable enemies. I want to face more enemies of my level, which, you know, maybe these guys disagree with that, but these I'm not getting like depressed of battles today, even if I lose them. Wait, is that the avatar from getting top 100, or I mean the avatar frame, or is it a different one? I don't think it's that, or is it? We killed it, right? No? A little bit surprising that the second hit wasn't, or like the first hit wasn't enough to finish it off. I was just checking that is it a chain breaker nice, or which one is it running. But not polymorph. I guess polymorph is kind of out of the meta for now. Which is maybe a little bit bad deal for me, but Mercurial is not a great matchup. And all of the Mercurial, okay, that's the wrong way of putting it. All of the champions that are prone to polymorph are gonna build on Mercurial, or want to do it at least. Where can I see the rewards? The UI is always so confusing. I know there's a way here to see the seasonal rewards. I just... no? There's a very fancy menu that we can open. Oh, it's a giant text end of season rewards on the middle of screen. That's what I was looking for. I was looking at the tiny info icons, but this is what I was looking for. So yeah, that's not it. That's a different one. I think is that just avatar frame from Green Forest? The silver avatar frame from top 100 is almost a little bit underwhelming. Even the other two, like rank 10 and rank 1 avatar frames, I feel like could be a little bit fancier for live arena, but people are gonna use them for the prestige rather than the skin itself. But I feel like getting rank 1 in live arena is such a big achievement that they should just use an entire day of the raid graphics team to make the fanciest avatar frame possible. What has the world come to that? I mean, like every game does it, but like we're tryharding to get some avatar frames. Not even skins, not even champions, not, you know, progression, not even avatars. We're trying to get avatar frames. Okay, that one is not in the pool, but no, it's that one. Okay, so I do have it. I think that's the Green Forest one. Maybe I'll go with the same one too, to be honest. Okay, well, whatever. Let's get into the battles. Just chilling out here, browsing at the avatars and talking about the weather and other stuff. We're not gonna get 10 battle win streak today, so Well, who knows, maybe on the next session. I guess on Friday I'm gonna have to pull some shards, and there's always a chance that you will pull something crazy, so you never know. I don't know how big deal would getting plus 4 Rotos be. I mean, it would definitely be useful, but I think there's a lot of battles where he's just hard countered. But I feel like I've had so many battles where if Predator did just a tiny amount more damage, he would either block revive somebody or kill nice on the first form with the first hit, meaning that the second hit would kill him in the second form and bypass the passive, or I would just, you know, get some skills and stack the passive or something like that, if he just did a little bit more damage. I think we go full maybe magic affinity against the Grixia. I wanna go Rotos anyway already against the Nice, so I think we're gonna do that. Well, I'm still gonna pick Duchess instead of Angora. We're not gonna go that far. But yeah, Rotos needs one more, Predator needs 2, but it's not, you know, pulling 2 normal legendary champions could totally happen, so I think two Python pulls could be pretty cool. That could actually make some changes in the world, or at least in my world. Okay, Marius or Gizmok. I'm almost tempted to ban Marius in this battle. I think we go Marius. There's the off chance. Okay. I was gonna say that there's the off chance that he wouldn't ban Predator, but he did do it. But he could have weak hit on Predator, so there was that. I was hoping that he would let it slide. Sometimes actually people ban my Rotos instead of Predator, which I always get surprised by. They clearly haven't gotten the memo that Predator is OP, but this guy knows. I need to get more scary looking champions, just for the mere fact that the enemy might be intimidated, and ban those and let me have Predator. Predator instead would be better anyway. Okay, he had the intercept on Grixia, so we proc the polymorph, but intercept blocked it, but we could proc it again, of course. Can we get the extra turn? Yeah, Donatello. Oh, he didn't even resist. I thought he did. I'm still. Donatello build is work in progress. I like him. He's not perfect. His affinity works out against Fabian and Grixia, like I said. So even if he doesn't actually resist, it can still be useful. So I just run it. Even if I'm not. It's not a surefire way to deal with Grixia, but at least I have something that I can try. Okay, so we were talking about... Do I need to go for A1? I think I go for A1 and try to get lucky. No, okay. So I was talking about Mercurial or the total guard stacks killing Polymorph, but actually there Duchess proc Polymorph twice on Grixia, and we got rid of the intercept and we actually got it polymorphed. Okay, I don't know. Wait, he's gonna die to it. No, he's not gonna. Okay. I'm somehow still alive, but I don't think I have the damage to kill the Siphi with A2. It looks like really high health Siphi. but I'm sure if I did A2 on... Oh, so close. Can we kill it with the... nice. With the Word of the Fallen stack. I was gonna say that I would steal a lot more health if I did the A2 on... Nice, but I guess I did the correct play. And that was one of those situations that maybe getting +4 rotos and getting a little bit more damage, I'm sure it would change the tides in many battles that I wouldn't even realize, but I'm sure it would. Getting more stats is always gonna make difference, even if you don't recognize it or realize it. I think I should have enough damage here to one-shot the Marius, but if it's the nice, but if it's a really tanky one, then it might not. Oh, fuck. That might maybe cost me the battle, not killing it. But I think, like, if I hit the Gizmark, oh, we can get the revive. But he's still gonna die. I don't know what to do here. Should I do the A2? I don't think he has the lockout yet on Grixia. Yeah. As long as he... okay, fuck. Well, I was screwed either way. If I revived now... Wait, oh, wait. Okay, we're good. I did the correct play. If I revived now, Rotos would have still died to the AoE A1. So I played that properly. Let's go. Okay, he gave up. Good. That one, many battles I win that I don't deserve, but I think that one we earned the win. That was deserved. But there too, I was really close to killing the Siphi. Well, I did kill it, but with the Ward of the Fallen proc and not with the actual damage. And the same with the Nice, I didn't have enough damage to kill it. If Rotos had a little bit more damage, he would have killed them both times. Of course, if I would get one more Rotos, that would mean more max health, more attack and more crit damage. So it would actually be not a small upgrade, but actually really big upgrade on him. So it would definitely have turned the tides of that battle. Okay, let's go on to the next battle. Somebody in my Discord, shout out to Fi, he was saying that I just opened his stream, that the Bumpy Games guy that we fought, he's also streaming currently, so... Again, I don't know if he's Ukrainian or Russian, I don't speak or read Cyrillic, so... I don't know. And I don't know that guy personally. I know some of the Russian language raid content creators. This guy, I don't think I have ever talked with him before. I don't know him at all. I've seen the name though. I think I've seen him in raid content creator chat, and that's how I recognized that he was like he didn't have YouTube or anything like that in his name, but I knew that he was a content creator. Let me double check. You know, I have talked with a lot of people in my day, so there's always the chance that that I have talked with him and I don't even remember about it. that would have been a little bit embarrassing if actually I have exchanged hundreds of messages with him. But it's been a while back and I don't remember it at all, but I have definitely talked with a lot of raid players, and sometimes I even forget, like somebody messages me and I don't, again, sorry, so I don't remember him, and then we talked like hundreds of times, like 5 years ago or something like that. That literally happened to me recently. Somebody messaged me and I didn't remember him, but then we had like chats going like years and years back. But we hadn't talked for like multiple years, to be fair, in my defense. I mean, I was a year not playing raid, so there is that. Okay, Harima. He's going to ban Predator. We already know it. That's definitely going to happen. Should I pick a third nuker? Should I go Galleos? Maybe I need to go Galleos on this battle. I guess I could have gone honestly with Carnage. Maybe Carnage would have been the play and not Galleos. I might have rushed that choice. Theodosia ban. Let's see what happens. I knew it. He was gonna ban the Predator. He couldn't have been more obvious about it, like going for both Embrus and Harima. And going for triple nuker instead of 2, which is still generally more common than 3 nukers. I mean, okay, he went for 4, never mind. But yeah. Either Harima or Marius, but I think Marius might be easier one to do. Oh, that's not very tanky. Never mind, he has the Harima passive, there is that. But still, it's a little bit more than 100,000 health, nice. It's not insanely tanky one. We probably can kill it with the Rooster, then in the second form through block damage. Okay, Rooster bamboozled him pretty hard there. We killed him and taunted him, and then he committed seppuku on the second form with the counter attack from Galleos. Okay, Galleos is popping off, but trust me, it's not worth picking him over Rotos. I'm sure in some battles, but generally Rotos is way better. Even though he gets hard countered, and that's why we picked the Rooster on this one in the first place. I think there's definitely more battles where I need to try to find a way to pick Carnage or Galleos or anything but Rotos. I totally agree with that, but still, Rotos is my GOAT. Well, Predator is the GOAT now. Sad to say that, but it's true, but Rotos still has a special place in my heart, and he's still good, but I definitely need to get more comfortable and try to find like ways to not pick him. I need to get comfortable, like not picking Rotos in many battles. Okay, Harima, he's not gonna 1 versus for me, so let's just go full auto. Okay, we're actually doing kind of good. I think we're not facing the worst enemies today, so that is big part of it, though we're not getting the 10 battle win streak. That's not gonna happen. I didn't play super long session, and we had kind of slow and steady battles, so I didn't get that many battles in at all today. I think I need to play more tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna stream, and I need to stream early. I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself for no reason for the top 100 goal, but I want to do it. Why even play the game if I'm not gonna try to push for top 100? But then if I'm gonna do it, you really have to play a lot I mean, well, you have to play a lot just in general, but some people like me might have to play a lot more than some other people. Okay, we were just talking about getting comfortable not picking Rothos, and we're against the same guy, and he's gonna pick Harima. I think it's the same guy, right? I think we just go Carnage in this battle. Carnage and Nakarada. Arbiter. Last session when I picked Arbiter was the biggest mistake of my life. Let's see if his Arbiter is more he's better than my Arbiter. I think I go Theodosia ban, honestly. Yeah. I don't know, wait. He picked Galatir in the last battle. I have to double check because I'm almost not believing my lying eyes, or maybe my dementia is just kicking in. But I think it's the same guy, and he picked Galatir in last battle, so he has both Galatir and Theodosia. That can't be true. Why on earth would he pick Arbiter if he has both of them? It has to be a different account. I have to double check. Surely I'm having dementia here. I can't be correct about this. And Predator got banned as always. They don't want to see the 1 versus 4 happening for some reason. Okay, that's a pretty good start. I think we can wrap this up. I don't think even Nice is gonna be able to solo me after we get the debuffs up. Yeah, okay, there's no way. The thing is that I could get this 3-star. I could have gotten 3-star blessing on Carnage already yesterday. I need to clear like 5 stages and I can do it. And I have done the stages before, and I will get them done. But I need to like manual all of them with like epics and stuff, and it's so annoying. And I have my grandparents visiting me for a few days, so we can weak hit a Nice though. And the other 2 are so low health. This he could still win it actually. I'm gonna try hit Arbiter. I hope she doesn't die in 1 hit. Okay, that's good enough. That's fine. We're solid. But yeah, I could already have 3-star soul on Carnage. Then again, maybe the Arbiter could have died from 1 hit there if I didn't have... I mean, if I had more damage on him, so... Maybe it would have been actually bad in this battle. Well, I might have killed maybe Embers already. Who knows, who knows. Maybe not. But the point stands that I could get Carnage like the blessing right now if I just go do those annoying Curse City floors, which I'm gonna do anyway. I really don't want to do it, so I didn't get it done yet. Okay, this is gonna, you know, maybe it's gonna be close. Wait, how? I'm just gonna do A2 and not A3 here. I'm gonna try to stall for cooldowns. I could polymorph it, but I'm not gonna do it. Okay, he gave up. Okay, let me see. I have to run it back. I almost don't believe my memory or my eyes, but I'm pretty sure he picked Galatir in the first battle. And I banned it. And then he picked Theodosia in the second battle and I banned it, but then he also picked Arbiter and not Galatir. What is up with that? There's no way. I almost wanna cut off the recording and open it up because I can't look it up during the video. I almost want to go back and double check because did he really pick Galathyr? Maybe he actually picked Theodosia in the first battle. It couldn't have been Galathyr. I don't know. If it was Galathyr, then I'm super confused about this. Okay, 10 gems per reset. I'm actually going full free to play now. We were hitting a lot of 100 gems refreshes in the, like, at least in the last season, but then like a week ago. Maybe I don't even pick mod. Maybe I do. Should I go both? Nah. Mod and Donatello and not even go Duchess. Then I could maybe ban the Empress. I feel like this is not gonna work out, but let's give it a go. This is not my I'm a Duchess main. I don't usually pick a battle without Duchess, and I feel like I'm gonna be really squishy here, but I feel like I wanna ban the Empress, and maybe this is the only way I can do it. Let's experiment. There's still plenty of time in the season, so I had one meme battle yesterday where I just threw it and I picked Helicat, even though I'm pretty sure I would have won it if I didn't pick it. Maybe this is gonna be my version of it today. Okay, I mean, actually I almost think it made sense because there's no way I can ban either Fabian or Galathyr, but I can't even ban the Empress here. I'm so screwed. Yeah, there's no way to win against this. He has both Nell and Gizmog. I mean Commodus. I think we banned the Nell. Nell is too OP now with the Mercurial and me not having anybody in my team in Mercurial, so I'm just gonna get one shot by her, but the same thing is pretty much gonna happen with Commodus. Okay, I went first though, but I don't think it's gonna save me in this battle. He broke Lightning Gauge on Empress. Well, I mean, no. Okay. I was gonna say maybe Carnage proc Swift Parry and he just solos the team, but doesn't look like that's gonna be the case. I think Mord might still survive the bombs, but it's not the Duchess. Okay, I kind of got lucky there. She had 3 debuffs that she could cleanse with the passive. It's only gonna take 1 away, and it happened to take the stun, so I got really lucky there, but I don't think that's gonna save me. Can we get Swift Parry proc? Okay, we could. Wait. Hold on. Wait, am I still locked out? I think I have to do the A3, otherwise Mord dies, but I think I know I have to do it. Maybe Armans can cut in. He went for the second form on Galathyr, and he only has 1 reviver, which is often kind of like a mistake. He's playing super aggressively. Yeah, I think we're good. Actually, we're good, I think. As long as I don't kill the embers too fast so that I get the debuffs up, it's over. Yeah. No? Yeah, I think it's... There's lots of weak affinity and Galatir is resisting us, but I think we're good. I think if he just stayed on the first form of Galatir, the battle might have been a little bit slower, but I don't think I could have won it. Well, we can still lose the battle, but it's getting close. Ah, fuck. It's getting close. We're actually pushing back at him. Okay, that petrification is very unfortunate, but maybe Maud... No, Maud didn't take it. He lost a turn because of the petrification, and then Maud removed the weaken after that, so that didn't work out perfectly. Okay, we're back up. Can we actually... I think I'm just gonna A3 the Commodus. It's... Oh fuck. It's not over yet. It's getting really close. Come on. Okay, fuck me. Now it's over. Right? Wait, we wanded... No way. We wanded the stun on him. Carnage died, but my team didn't. Is Maud actually being the hero and winning us this battle? Everybody is doing their part, but I think Maud actually outdid herself today, and she actually played a vital role in this battle. No. Dude, you're not gonna... Don't let me have this battle. Okay, we got it. We got it. He can't win anymore. Now it's definitely over. There's no takebacks anymore. That's kind of crazy. I wasn't expecting to win this battle. This is like an actual meta team. This guy isn't the highest point, so there's a chance that he might be newer account. Let's check, but in terms of the teams that we met today, even though he's not the highest points, that's definitely like the best team we met today, honestly. Oh no, it's high player power. I'm sure it's not the new account either. He just hasn't done as much arena as the other people, I guess. But that's like an actual top tier meta team. Okay, now we're getting close. Is that well? It's five battles in a row. Calm down. That's only halfway up to 10. So not close, but maybe if we can win this one, then we're closer to it than not. They should give you some kind of bonus reward if you get winning streaks. Why not? It doesn't have to be anything like big. Just give one extra accessory or whatever, but just some kind of like carrot or like a bonus event in the game. It will just make it more interesting. Oh, God of Death. I've told it several times before, but basically my gamer ID Shinny, when I was edgy teenager, and by teenager I talk like early teens, like I wanna say around, I think I was 12 when I saw Death Note, and I was a huge fan of Death Note, the TV show. I mean there was several other animes with Shinigami, which is where my name comes from. Shinigami is like Japanese word, and it means like God of Death, which is this guy's name. So basically we're running the same name. People used to, when I was playing World of Warcraft and we were talking in Skype back in the day, everybody used to always call me Shini and not Shinigami. So I shortened the word, but my name originally was the same as this guy. Okay, this is not a great matchup. I kind of feel like we have to go Rotos though. I think I go Necret and Rotos, yeah. Rotos might deal with John. I know I said that John is not like top tier, and it's true. But John can be super annoying if you have nothing to deal with the the block damage, and then she keeps counter attacking your team. So you need to have something to deal with that, and she's not Isu. But who do I ban? I mean, it's not the question. We ban Odin, and we hope that. Okay, it's fine. It's still fine. He went for the Rotos ban, but Predator can still kill John as long as he doesn't get immunity, which he's not gonna get in this setup. Oh, total guard John. It's still low health, so it has to be a nuker. Everybody in his team is either in Intercept or Mercurial, so I can't do anything on Armans right now. We have to do just like, well, I hit wrong target, but just do A1. Nothing else would have been useful. Okay, fuck. Everybody got locked out, including Armans. That's unfortunate. Okay, we totally lost this battle. Surely there's no way I'm gonna Predator myself out of this. Well, that wouldn't be the first time that Predator does it, but I feel like nobody else is really gonna contribute in this battle, and he has a really tanky team. Even though there's like really no, I mean, he has heals with the John, but not really, no like real reviver or heals. Even though John does it, and everybody is in like Mercurials and Intercepts and Stoneskins and so on, so we couldn't hit anybody at the start and we're locked out. But we did get a kill, so I think I go for John stacks. I shouldn't have hit the Vulcanos at the start. I don't know what's up with the Joan's build. Is it not a nuker? It's really low health, but maybe it's stats, but it's still a support build just to get the 9-piece Mercurial, and it's just trying to be fast, but it's not actually a nuker. Oh fuck, I hit the wrong target again. I should have used the Duchess A1 on the Fabian to take out 2 stacks. I need to get used to the Mercurial because on autopilot I'm just hitting whatever I would normally hit with the A1. Okay, now Predator has 2 kills, 40% chance to evade. Now it's starting to look a lot more Predator-able, a lot more doable with Predator. Predator-able, maybe that's a new term. Every battle is Predator-able. I might not have any other way to deal with the meta teams, but Predator can basically win anything if you just win the dice roll enough times in a row. There's always a chance. Okay, this one I didn't deserve the win. This was undeserved win. I misclicked multiple times. By misclick I mean I was just being an idiot and playing wrong. I liked his team. I mean, obviously he can't have 2 good gear on Fabian and John since they are both in the 9-piece Mercurial, but the idea was good. Basically everybody in his team was immune to damage at the start. 2 in 9-piece Mercurial, 2 in Intercept and Stoneskin, so I can deal damage, I can CC him. I could lock him out, but I don't have a lockout, so it was like a perfect way to counter me, but I guess the Mercurial gear wasn't good enough and Predator is just too OP. But don't nerf him, Plarium. This video is not for Plarium employees. If you're a Plarium CM and you hear me saying that Predator is OP, just you know, close your eyes and ears and don't tell anything about it to don't tell anything about it to developers. I swear, like, there are so many OP champions, like Taras used to be, or Mariska still is, Nice, Theodosia, Galater, Gizma, Comidus, Nail, you name it. And Predator is one of them. I'm not gonna lie about it, but if all of those champions, Predator is the one that gets nerfed, I'm gonna be so sad about it. But anyway, that's it. Have a nice day. Predator is OP and see ya.